Hi, this is Ushio. Welcome back to the murder of Sonic the Hedgehog. Sonic's been murdered. We gotta find out who did it. We've interrogated Knuckles. I think he's probably not the murderer. So let's see what happens now. Ready to mosey down to the next car? You got it, partner. Onwards. So it's the library. So it should be Vector and Espio should be hanging around here, right? Library car. Okay, you dokie. All this stuff's getting heavy. I'll dump what I don't need. Everyone's favourite journalist reporter, Amy Rose, is hot on the scoop. I'm heading out. You've been fabulously helpful. Already? Before you go, Espio and I wanted to give you your presents. My presents? You're both too sweet, thanks. Oh, Vector, it seems we have more guests. Amy, there you are. Okay, do you want to join us in finding clues? Flattered, but at the pace you two are going, Sonic's murderer will never get found. Oh, she's confident. She must have something up her sleeve. This tip is just too juicy to ignore. I'll see you around. Don't worry, Sonic. I'll be the one to avenge you, and quick. But how are you going to leave? The door to the next car's locked. Oh, you doubt the birthday girl? The birthday girl has a master key. Right, the birthday girl gets the birthday key. Of course it's a birthday privilege. I'll solve this case before anybody else. Bye. Amy might be hasty, but she's thorough. Now, what are you two doing? Looking mighty suspicious, I say. I'm the detective, so I can't be the murderer. And I'm just here to ask if anyone's hungry. I'm just making sure things go well. Things aren't going great. Not sure if you've forgotten, but there was a murder. Well, I mean, besides that. Besides murder? Oh, my social skills. They're non-existent. I'm Vector, the butcher. I'm licensed to handle raw meat. And I'm Espio, the poet. Oh, poetry. A resident message from poet to reader meant to challenge our delicate perspectives with the most rhythmic of prose. Can I hear some? Sure, Teardrops in the spring. Can you hear me sing? La 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 la, dee 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 dee. Was that it? I got more if you want. Cherry blossoms in the spring? I'm satisfied for now, thanks. At least he's rhyming, I suppose. Ocean and I are here to establish both of your alibis. Can you walk us through what happened after Amy had everyone leave the dining car? Oh, sure, it's simple. We just explained it to Amy, actually. Okay, yes. We were all sent off, Rouge, Blaze, Shadow, and Sonic all passed through this library car, where Amy told me and Espio to stay. I probably picked a book off the shelf and made myself comfortable. Vector got bored, so he left to see what Knuckles was up to in the saloon car. Yep. Where was Rouge? We happened to see her lipstick stain on a cup at the saloon car. Rouge came over to the library car, seemingly looking for something. That scans, that's what we were told before. Then she went to search the saloon car. She came back shortly after. We heard her shout no way at the brochure stand over there. But she left and went back to the casino car before Shadow came through and locked the door. Wonder what she found. She's obviously been on the hunt for something. After Rouge left, Shadow walked through the casino car. Then she entered the library car and locked the door behind him. More importantly, why has Shadow been locking doors? Shadow walked through the library car to the saloon car, where Knuckles and I were playing games. Okay, I've got a question as well. Sonic was supposed to be at the front of the train. How did he end up at the very rear of the train? He must have passed through all of the rooms and all of the people at some point, right? He insisted on showing us up at Super Monkey Ball. I got so engrossed by the rolling monkey action, I hardly noticed when Shadow left the saloon car. I guess he walked through the library car to the casino car again, locking the door behind him. Then returned to the lounge car, where he was meant to be stationed. Okay, so that's really suspicious. He's kind of like sneaking around a bit. When Vector came back, we realised Knuckles locked the door to the saloon car. We were stuck in the library car. And that's when the train sped up. We were worried about the bookshelves falling on us, but we got through it alright. We sat trapped here until Amy arrived asking questions. She's the one that told us someone murdered Sonic. And yeah, that's all that happened. Okay, with all these locked doors, it seems Vector and Espio couldn't have left the library car or the saloon car. Thank you both for your cooperation. We're just going to peek around, and we'll return with any questions. If you return with any meat, I'll chop it up for you. And if you'd like to be serenaded with a poem, I've got you covered. Thanks, guys. Their alibi seems solid enough though, but we should still search for clues. What we're looking for is any evidence that proves what they're saying is true. We need to confirm Vector's reason for leaving his post, and determine if Espio was actually in the library car reading. A tall task, but we can do it. Let's get to the bottom of this, Tails. Absolutely. Because it's true, if Vector went into to playing games in the lounge, Espio was unattended, so we don't know what went on there. Okay, hang in there. A chow hangs precariously from a tree branch. The large text below reads, "Hang in there." Wow, I really needed to see this. Huh? This little chow's hanging in there, refusing to use his wings to fly to safety because choosing the hard way is often the most rewarding. That's beautiful. If this chow can stick to his principles and find strength, then I can too. There's no way that this much thought was put into this poster. Right? Maybe. So, the brochure, this is what upset Rouge. Oh, brochures. There are travel destination ideas here, like amusement parks, caverns, hotels, and restaurants. Oh! Look at this. There's a couple of maps here. This seems to be a map of the library car. The books are categorized by genre, which are listed here. I love a good overhead map. Let's take it. Library map is added to your inventory. Should we take this brochure about a cave too? Look, the stalactites. Nah, leave it. Wow, okay, that's fair. Nobody shares my fondness for caves. I do like a good cave. So that's... Oh, what's up here? Chaos Cola. Check out our book club. Book of the month is Gone Gal. Okay. The door at the back is probably locked. Shadow supposedly walked through the library car before going into the saloon car. When Shadow left the library car, he locked this door on his way out. There's got to be a reason he's doing this. Should we make a note of it? Yeah, I do believe we should. Okay, Shadow's lock is added to the inventory. Books on the floor. They said that no books were spilled. So many books on the ground. I wish you had time to pick them all up. I sadly have no interest in picking up all these books. A lot of these were knocked out by the train speeding up, but Rouge pulled a lot of these out too, searching for something. What reckless behaviour. I feel sorry for the poor books. The spines are creasing. They're opening too far. This kid feels empathy for everything. Okay, what else have we got? There's a... Okay, an arm. Poor thing. That arm is really struggling cleaning up this car. To be fair, I wouldn't want to clean up all this mess either. Let's just leave it alone and let it do its thing. Yeah, it's probably for the best. What else have we got? A table. Oh, let's just take a pause and sit for a second. These chairs are really comfy, so plush. Puts me right into the mood to read. It makes me want to take a nap, personally. In fact, maybe I'll rest my eyes for a bit. No, don't fall asleep. There's been a murder, remember? If I had a ring for every time a murder ruined my nap time, you know? Okay, gotta check the dustbin. Something's always hidden in the trash, let's check. I hate to say it, but there's nothing here. Oh, I really thought there'd be something there. Okay, are you sad that there was nothing in the trash bin? No, I'm okay. I'm sure there'll be something hidden in the next trash can we find. You really think so? Yeah, we just gotta stay optimistic. Yeah, okay. These trash bins hide a secret, I'm sure of it. Okay, you're pretty unconventional, but I like that. Was that supposed to be a compliment? Okay, the globe. A globe of our marvellous planet. I haven't travelled around much. The islands are fun and all, but I'd love to visit some of the countries. They're a lot of fun, honestly. Plenty of wonderful people and shops. The food can't be beat either. Oh, sounds perfect for a vacation. The conductor was talking about Spagonia, if you've ever been there. I have actually. If you're ever visiting, be sure to stop at the university and say hi to Professor Pickle. He'll tell you everything about the area and make one scrumptious sandwich. I'll keep it in mind, thanks. This group knows everyone and has been everywhere, haven't they? What else have we got? Let's move along. There's one book here. What's this bright red one? Oh yuck, this reeks of the evil scientist, Dr. Eggman. Yeah, this is Dr. Eggman's autobiography and recipe book. What kind of recipes though? Who cares? I wouldn't trust any book he's written. It's weird that this is even here. Maybe people just appreciate an omelette. You may not be wrong. Okay. So let's... the bookshelf here? Wow, I wish I could stop and look at all these books. But Sonic needs me. No time to rest. Okay, let's move on. Well, I mean, a little peek wouldn't hurt. He's scavenging through all the book titles excitedly. He's like a kid in a candy shop, or in this case, a genius at the train library. It's odd. I know some books are falling out onto the floor and everything, but every book on these shelves is in alphabetical order, but this one. The Mirage Express manual. Okay, it's the train we're currently on. Do you think someone found it on the ground and put it back? Maybe, but it's interesting. Let's make a note of this. Okay, so I think we found enough clues. Let's go interrogate Vector and Espio to find out what really happened. So what have we got? We got the lock, the map. Okay. Why is this of use? I guess layouts are going to be a thing that comes up. We got the lock. And then we got this book. Okay, so who should we start with? Espio? Fancy a poem? Can I get a poem about space? I've made it up to space with my beloved antique vase, but a mistake in my haste dropped the vase from my embrace, so my antique I must now replace. What caused you to drop the vase? Don't read too deeply, it's just a poem. He hasn't thought it through, has he? Okay, let's have a chat. What'll it be? Tell us about trains. Locomotive in motion. I think I lost my lotion. The window shows the ocean. Oh wait, there's my lotion. Thanks. Okay, I actually really like that one. Huh? Okay, can I take your order though? I got a poem about this. My starved stomach babbled, though I ignore the grumbling tummy. For the eggs I received are scrambled when I asked for my eggs sunny. Wow, we don't serve any eggs on the train though? My talent's wasted on you lot. Wow, rude. Okay, so let's interrogate this dude. So, the two of you don't believe us, huh? It's not that I don't trust either of you, but I wouldn't be a proper detective without examining the validity of your alibis. Ush and I are here to confirm two things. Why Vector left to go play games with Knuckles, and if Espio really was reading in the library car. Vector, we'll start with you. Why did you leave the library car to visit Knuckles? We're prepared to present evidence if... Oh, that's easy. I got bored. What? Wasn't entertaining him enough, it seems. Vector enjoys being social. Plus, we were instructed to mingle. I remember the arcade machine in the saloon car, so I figured I'd go check it out. This seems to line up with the information we gathered with Knuckles. Which brings our attention to you, Espio. Rouge entered the library car, found something, and left. You said you immediately started reading, but were you actually reading the entire time you were in the library car? Of course he was. Once Espio starts reading, he doesn't stop till it's done. I've seen it happen. It must have been a good read. What was the book? Espio doesn't owe you that, detective. Let the man live. What if it was embarrassing? What kind of things do you think I read, dude? If you won't talk, I have a hunch on what book it might be. Could you help me out? Okay, what book do we think Espio was reading? It was the one about the train. A manual. You think Espio was reading instructions? What argument could you possibly have to support this? Oh god. Okay, let's think about it. I gotta get 40 rings. I got 2 there. I gotta get all these rings. I gotta dodge all the spikes. Okay, what's that flashing line about? Oh, it's like a shuriken comes through? Okay, dodge. And I grab these coins though. Okay. I just gotta not take no more hits. Okay, I've made it. That's a lot of coins. All good. That will hit us with the inspiration we need. What do we need to say? There are books scattered around the floor, sure, but the remaining books on the shelves were all in alphabetical order. All except this manual, meaning someone at the very least picked the manual up and put it back in the incorrect place. The lack of attention to detail isn't normally like you, Espio. Hey now, I won't have you insulting my pal like this. Calm down, Vector. I know you mean well, but I can handle myself. Apologies. A butcher and a poet. Friendship can form anywhere. That is indeed the book I was reading. The Mirage Express manual. Trains are cool. In that case, we'd like to ask you a few questions about the manual. Whoosh, if you don't mind. Oh, could you ask Espio some questions about the manual? Just flip to a page and ask away. Oh, I see. Quiz Espio about the manual to prove that he read it. Which page should I quiz him on? Whoa, Vector said that Espio finishes every book he starts, so let's go to the back. Okay, what efficient and extremely accurate technology was installed to assist in keeping the train spotless? Robotic arms. During events they can perform a variety of tasks, and are responsible for cleaning up trash and messes afterwards. I remember the conductor saying the train can clean itself. Though, I got a feeling the train company just didn't want to hire janitors. The robotic arms can also detect weapons or explosives being brought onto the train, ensuring passenger safety. Seems like Espio aced that question. Okay, hit him with another one. Okay, page 89. What's the Mirage Express's cancellation policy? No refunds, and you'll be charged with a no-show fee. This does not apply if you're over the age of 65. Wow, the person who made this rule must have been over 65. Last one. Let's see if Espio can get 3 for 3. Gotcha. Page 56. What was implemented to support the conductor duties and ease general train obligations? An intelligent data processing system. It works in tandem with the conductor to assure smooth travel for guests. I remember this. The train has an autopilot, but it can't access its full suite of capabilities without the conductor present. Now, did I pass your little test? No. I hate to say it, but no. What? I'm just goofing, you passed. I completed your test with ease. All my efforts were only to please, but you joked and japed, said no to my face. Now I wish you were riddled with fleas. Wow, did he just rhyme a curse at me? You've clearly read the manual. Those answers feel far too specific to be guesses. And you both had the nerve to question my body like that. Don't we want to be supporting folks who read? You have to admit though, reading the entire time a murder occurred does sound a bit suspicious, even if it's true. But he answered all my questions so calmly, which is impressive. No, I understand everyone's cautious attitudes. Vector was the only one to see me reading after all. My alibi is hard to substantiate despite being the truth. That's not true. Didn't Rouge come through here? Oh, well, you definitely read through the manual, so I suppose we could Espio. Is that true? Vector was the only one to see you read. Yeah, that's correct. Problem? Frankly, I don't believe that can be true, and we have evidence to back it up. Ush? He always puts me on the spot. Okay, think. We should have a piece of evidence linked to someone who also saw Espio reading, but what? It's the cups, but the cups have gone. So, what do we go with? Oh, Shadow. Shadow's lock. Please, pray tell, what this has to do with anything. We're up. Let's get our argument together. Okay, how many do I need to get? 50 rings. I've got to grab all of these. Every single one. Okay, I'm dodging. I'm dodging nicely. Okay, here come the shuriken. 35 rings. Got to get to 50. Okay, good. Oh, I missed those on the left side. That was a bad time. I got my 50. I got my 50. Just don't take hits. What happens if I fall down? Okay, I've got to keep dodging. Oh, I took a hit. But I'm good. I'm good. Yes. Okay. These are getting trickier. Shadow walked through the library car to get to the saloon car, where he set the original high score on the arcade machine. Yeah, but I ended up beating it. It wasn't the high score long. Crocs are natural gamers. Espio said he saw Shadow enter the library car, but he's mentioned nothing about Shadow's return. He only mentions that Vector came back. When Shadow left Knuckles and Vector in the saloon car, Espio was fully seated, reading his book for a good while at this point. We know Shadow had to walk back through the library car when he left the saloon car. So there's absolutely no way Shadow and Espio didn't notice one another on Shadow's return trip. Oh, I mean, it was a simple slip-up? I was just fully immersed in my book that I didn't notice Shadow. You're telling me the sound of doors opening and locking wouldn't have caused you to look up? Well, you see, I can sense Espio's desperation here. Defending the argument that he was reading the entire time isn't easy. So if you didn't see Shadow returning from the saloon car to lock all the doors, then at that moment, were you really in the library car at all? But how would Espio leave? Shadow locked all the doors, and no one saw Espio in the saloon car. It's a mystery, my dearish. One that I would love for Espio to solve. You gotta believe me. That called Demeanor's vanishing. I was so involved in my book, I didn't notice Shadow pass back through the library car. Honest. When Vector returned, he even had to tap me on the shoulder to get my attention. Yeah, I think I remember doing that. I must avenge my friend's death, so I'll ask you again, Espio. If you weren't there for Shadow to see you reading, then how did you leave the library car? I wasn't. I didn't. Why doesn't this seem right to me? Tails definitely feels like he's onto something, but I don't see it. Is there more than one route? Hang on, let me check this map. So, the proposal is that Shadow has gone all the way to the saloon. So he's gone through this area, but Espio says that he didn't see him, so is Shadow taking a different path or a different route through? I'm not sure. Was Espio simply sitting reading, or did he somehow vanish to not notice Shadow's return to the library car? What do I do? Let's have another look. If he was sat somewhere, like facing away, like if he was sat in this little corner here, would that mean that he wouldn't notice someone going by? Defend Espio. I have to make sure our guests are taken care of. I have to speak up. Tails. Huh? We got a piece of evidence that can answer all of our problems. Okay, my fellow associates, lay it on me. What piece of evidence shows Shadow and Espio couldn't have seen one another? The map? Okay, now let's get my thoughts in order. I've got no idea what the proposal's going to be. 55 rings. Grabbing. Get them coins though. Yes. Uh-oh. Dodging. That was good. I want the middle coins though. I should have gone for it. I should have been braver. I'm going to have to be to a point. That was good. I'm going to run out if I'm not careful. If I can straddle the lanes, I can get double coins. Boing. That's a huge jump. Uh-oh. Dodging. Hop. Oh god. Left a bit. There we go. Made it. We're going to have to explain this in a way that Tails accepts. But yeah, Shadow is really suspicious. The library map. Oh, I see. You see the exits? They're right across from one another. It's a straight path. So if Shadow walked down this straight path, there's a way Espio and Shadow couldn't have seen each other. Looks like you have to point out where exactly on the map you mean. Where could Espio have been for Shadow to not see him? Is this like a hidden area here on this table? Interesting. That's where I was sitting reading my book. I could second this. When I returned from the saloon car, Espio was in the same spot. Which confirms it. You see, Shadow and Espio couldn't have seen one another from this spot, because the bookcase is in the way. There's no way Shadow could have seen Espio, or vice versa. Which makes a lot of sense why you never mentioned Shadow's return, Espio. There's just no way that you would have seen him. I apologise for losing my cool back there. I felt like I was grasping, despite telling the truth. But I'm glad you all believe me now. Your alibi isn't the most airtight, but I have no further points. Thank you for both answering all of our questions. What about Rouge though? We did it. Another pair of alibis. Validated. Got it. Too many locked doors to worry about, but I'm glad everything straightened itself out in the end. Well, I'm exhausted. I'm gonna crash here for a bit. These chairs are so comfy. Likewise, I could use a breather. Sadly, our work isn't done. I got plenty of questions for Rouge, and especially Shadow. Oh, it seems the door to the next car's open. Amy must have kept it open when she passed through earlier. Then that's our cue to leave. See you later, guys. Give 'em heck, and if you need any meat chopped up, say the word. I'll keep my poetry sharp for you both. A murderer is on the loose, while doors keep getting locked. Tick tick tock goes the clock, while our heroes are on the caboose. At this point, I'm feeling pretty confident in our detective abilities. We're really doing this. Come on, Nush, let's see what's next. Come in. Okay, we are done here, so maybe we should chat to Vex, because we missed him before. Bring me any meat to slice up? No, I'm not sure we will actually. Oh, your loss. Damn. Okay, so... yeah, looks like we are done in this little mystery. We're going to check out the next room in the next episode. This is Espio signing off, and hopefully I will see you next time.